back with Matt and Amber. We're working out together. So we just did our workout, and now we're going to, what did we say we were going to give them? What are we giving them?
Oh yeah, so we teased you guys last time about some tools that we have that you may not know about. And it's not just us, it's just the real estate world, but we want to educate you about what's available out there.
Yes.
First of all, Amber just shredded us with, what's it called? What's the workout called?
Her name's Karen.
Karen, okay, it's a Karen workout. But anyway, more crunches than I ever want to do again. It was fantastic. But about reverse mortgages. These are particularly for people that are older than 62. Okay, stop. Don't press pause yet. If you're younger than 62, you have a parent or a grandparent that this could be really, really powerful for.
Yes.
The thing that brought this up is Amber and I were just kind of riffing on some ideas about how to access equity in the largest asset that you have, right? So you as a homeowner have access to equity in your home, but you can't really get it.
And the way that you can get it, which most of you have probably heard about, is a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. And some people do go that route for remodeling, or sometimes we've told you if you're going to try to buy and sell in this market to use that if you can spread both to buy before you sell. But that's different because that's a loan that you're still paying on. It's essentially a second loan. Reverse mortgages are different, and I'm going to let him explain.
Yeah, the reverse mortgage, the thing that's different is if you are over 62, let's say you're retired and you're on a fixed income, the last thing that you want to do is have a new liability that you have to pay for. That's not the game of retirement,
no.
Right? A reverse mortgage allows you to access equity out of your home, and you can get it in a monthly draw. You can get it in a big chunk. If you have an upcoming expense, let's say you've got a grandkid that might be going to college, that maybe college is super expensive now, and you know they don't have a resource to pay for it. Mm-hmm. This is why I told you if you're younger to pay attention.
But call your mom.
That's right. But you can access this equity. There is an interest rate, but there's no monthly payment ever. Okay. And the thing that a lot of people will talk about is that reverse mortgages are bad because you can lose your home. Not true. So it might have been the case in the 80s. But the new reverse mortgage, and by new I mean within the last 15, 20 years, it gives you full access to equity that exists in your home, and you don't ever have to pay it back until that home is sold, you pass away, anything like that.
And I want you to, if you're actually interested, call Matt and we can educate you further on this, because it is a rabbit hole. It sounds too good to be true. And for some people, it might be too good to be true, because if you're under 62, it doesn't really work for you.
That's right.
I mean, there's a certain age. But the other part that I thought was super cool that we were talking about is not necessarily accessing it for the grandkid or something else, but accessing it to buy another home to where that is an income home strictly. And I thought that that was such a good idea, because always invest in real estate. The reason to invest in real estate is so that you do have monthly income from another property that's just monthly income. It's not just Social Security. It's not just from your retirement. It's another draw for you when you're retired.
Yep, it's going to allow you to have, we're talking about freedom, right? We're not necessarily talking about building wealth, but it's more about how do I have the freedom to do the things that I want to do, right?
I love that.
So if you have, let's say you've got a $500,000 home, there's no mortgage on it, you own it outright, and you have the ability to access around $200,000 out of that home. You can then go buy an investment property. Let's say you pay cash for it. It might be a small condo or whatever.
But that's perfect.
It's perfect because if you look at rental rates in Denver County and in the metro area, they're out of control, and they're not going to, even if we have a blip in housing, rent is going to continue staying high because we have such a high population that can afford this rent.
Also, those people that don't buy a home because they haven't been educated by us.
That's right.
Those people that don't buy are going to be renting your home and paying your mortgage, or just paying you, period, if you buy it outright. So that's just strict income you get monthly.
That's right. So the way that I like to look at it is you have a paid off house over here with no income. You're going to take $200,000 out of this paid off house. You're going to put it over here in this real estate property, this rental property. Over here, you have no income from this paid off house, which is nice. Over here, you might have $1,300, $1,400 a month in income.
We're talking like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
That's right.
We're not talking like
tiny, right? But they are going to. This will generate upwards of $1,500 a month.
Yep.
In that instance, you've now turned this equity that was doing nothing for you into equity over here that's now paying you a monthly amount, and now you're appreciating in 2 places.
And you're not paying on that one. Like, I have to reiterate that over and over again. You're not paying on that one.
That's right.
It's a weird concept to understand. It doesn't feel right to most people because it is hard to understand. But again, we want to educate you. We want you to educate your parents and your grandparents. And if that sounds like something that would work for somebody that you know or you, please call Matt and have him dive deeper with you to make sure it does fit.
Yeah, it's a really cool topic, and it does take a couple of reps of
Yes.
like kind of getting it through.
I like
But
that.
again, again, it is just a tool that's out there. This real estate market we have is incredibly unique. We may be heading towards a recession. Maybe you saw one of Amber's newsletters. It doesn't matter for real estate.
It doesn't.
Not here.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Thank you for saying that,
Yeah.
because I was like, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter for real estate.
No. That's today's Matt and Amber. Did you have anything else?
And I'm just going to tie it in because we're working out and we're working. Let your home and your hard-earned equity work for you.
Yep. Oh, I like that.
You like
That
that?
was
Thanks. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.